Imagine starting your day with a burst of energy, feeling centered, focused, and ready to tackle anything that comes your way. Today, we're focusing on a series of sun salutations designed to awaken your body and get you ready to take on the day. We'll begin with gentle stretches to wake up your muscles, then do some strength building exercises to properly prepare your body for sun salutations, which will get your heart pumping and your blood flowing. By the end of this practice, you'll feel rejuvenated and empowered, ready to embrace the day with a positive mindset. So roll out your mat, find your breath, and let's greet the day together. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. Today we'll begin our practice in a child's pose. So find yourself on all fours on the mat, bring the knees out wide, big toes to touch, sink the hips back, find length in the spine. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, allow any tension to melt away. Feel the stillness of the morning around you and within you. Imagine the first light of dawn breaking over the horizon, filling the sky with soft hues of pink and gold. As the sun rises, it brings warmth and light, awakening the world to a new day. Envision this light spreading through your body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, filling you with a sense of renewal and vitality. As we take a moment to breathe here and go within, let's set an intention for what we wish to achieve today. Invite some movement back into your body by wiggling your fingers. And when you're ready, make your way up to a tabletop position, shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees. On an inhale, lift the chest, arch the back, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, tucking the chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose, exhale, cat pose. Continue at your own pace, matching the breath with the movement. Spread your fingers wide and see if you can push through the palms to enhance the extension or flexion in the back. Wherever you are, return to a neutral spine. Place the left hand in the center of the mat and on an inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, opening up the chest. Exhale, we'll thread the right hand under the left hand. And on an inhale, reach the right arm back up again. Exhale, thread the needle, and we'll continue this for 3 more breaths. The next time you thread the needle, bring the right shoulder down to the mat. Left palm can be left on the mat for support, or wrap the arm around the back, whatever feels best. breathing into this deep shoulder stretch. Press through the left palm to lift yourself back up. Reach the right arm up one more time, placing it down on the center of the mat, and we'll repeat that on the other side. On an inhale, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling, opening up the chest. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, and we'll repeat this for a few more breaths. We are waking up the spine and firing up the digestive system with these twists. Next time you thread the needle, place the left shoulder on the mat, pushing into the right palm for support or wrapping the right hand behind your back. Breathe and relax into the stretch. Press through the palm of the right hand to return to a tabletop position. Tuck your toes and again think about spreading your fingers wide, creating a nice base through the palm. Engage your core, engage your quads, and lift the knees off the mat for a hovering table. Find length in the spine, keep your gaze down towards your mat, and embrace the shakes. And don't forget to breathe through this total body wake-up call. If you need to tap your knees down to the mat, that is okay. Just try to jump back in and do the best you can. We're holding for 30 seconds. And finally, release the knees down to the mat. Well done. Untuck the toes and reach the left arm out long in front of you. Now reach the right leg out long behind you for a balancing table. On an inhale, find length through the spine and stability through reaching the hand and foot away from each other. And on an exhale, round the spine, bringing the right knee and left elbow towards each other. Inhale, find length, lift the chest. Exhale, crunch right knee to left elbow. And we'll continue this for a few more breaths. Go at your own pace. Wherever you are, find length in the spine for balancing table, stabilizing through the right palm and left shin, and lower everything back down to the mat. Take a moment here to readjust and get ready to repeat on the other side. Reach your right arm out in front of you and left leg out behind you. Balancing table. Find your stability. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, round the spine for a crunch, bringing the left knee and right elbow towards each other. Inhale, lengthen, lift the chest. Exhale, crunch the knee and elbow together. And let's continue for a few more breaths. Wherever you are, return to balancing table, find length in the spine and hold. Release everything back down to the mat and find any movements that feel good to you. Perhaps roll out the wrists, shake the hips, and we'll eventually make our way to our belly. Bring your palms to the mat on either side of your chest and squeeze your elbows in towards your body. On an inhale, push through the palms into the ground to lift your chest, shoulders roll down the back for Cobra pose. Exhale, release back down to the mat. We'll repeat this 4 more times. Inhale, pushing up to cobra. Exhale, releasing back down to the mat. These are our baby cobra push-ups. You should feel the triceps working big time, as well as the lower back working to help lift the chest. Last one. Inhale up to baby cobra. See if you can hold this just a little bit longer. And exhale back down to the mat. Bring both arms to cactus, resting the forehead on the mat. Maybe give the hips a wiggle to shake out any tension in the lower back. Bring your palms back down to the mat on either side of your chest, pressing the elbows in towards your body. We'll do 5 more cobra push-ups. You're welcome to continue with the baby cobra push-ups, or you can come a little bit higher this time into a full cobra with a slight bend in the elbow. Inhale, lifting up to cobra, exhaling back down to the mat. Remember to push your shoulders down your back to connect the lats and avoid holding any tension in your neck. Last one, let's hold at the top. And now we'll all fully extend our arms, feeling a stretch in the abs. Option to look over one shoulder and the other for a little side stretch. Stay here, lifting the chest, pushing the shoulders down, or option to engage the quads, lift them up off the mat into an upward facing dog. Wherever you are, remember to breathe. And let's all lower back down to the mat. Arms in cactus, forehead on the mat. Maybe give your hips a shake. Also, option here to roll out the wrists. We'll actually give the wrists a little break now and return to working on abs for a moment. Push yourself up through tabletop and find a seat on the mat. Bring both legs in front of you, knees bent, soles of the feet on the ground. You've probably guessed by now we're heading into boat pose, but I have options for you here. Option 1 is to wrap the arms around the shins and lean back a little bit. Option 2 would be to release the hands from the shins, bringing them straight in front of you. Option 3 would be to bring the hands underneath the thighs, lifting up the legs. And option 4 would be to extend those arms with the legs still lifted and bent. Option 5, you can choose to straighten those legs. Listen to your body and pick what feels best to you today. Releasing out of boat pose, we'll bring both legs out in front of us nice and long, reaching up and over for a forward fold. We are going to do boat pose 2 more times today. Perhaps you play with a different variation. Inhale, bring the torso up nice and long and prepare for your second round of boat pose. Pick your poison. I need to remind you once again to remember to breathe. It's very easy in this pose to get carried away with crunching the abs and stop breathing. Also remember to keep the chest lifted and shoulders melting down the back. When we're in a proper alignment, we take tension out of places we don't want to work, such as the lower back and neck. You should be feeling this for the most part in your abs and thighs. Release from the pose, legs out long in front of you, reaching up and over for a seated forward fold. Slowly lift the torso back up and we'll head into our third and final boat pose of today. Perhaps you challenge yourself here, if even just for a moment. Feel and embrace the shakies. We're holding just a little bit longer this time. And finally, release to a seated forward fold. Very well done. When you're ready, find your way to a tabletop position. Plant your palms into the earth, spread the fingers wide, bring both feet back, engage the core, and lift up into a plank position. Engage the quads and reach back through the heels for stability. Create one long line from the crown of your head through your feet. On an inhale, shift the weight forward to the balls of your feet. Make sure your wrists are stacked under your shoulders and begin to lower. The elbows should be forming a 90-degree angle. Hover for chaturanga, option to bring both knees to the ground. We'll repeat this 2 more times. On an inhale, bring the weight forward, exhale, lower to chaturanga. Knees straight or knees bent. Either way, this is a great tricep burner. When you've done your 3 push-ups, lift the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Ground through the palms and find length in the spine. Option to bend your knees to create even more length. Let's take baby steps and make our way to the top of the mat. Feet hip-width apart, standing forward fold. We'll stay here for a moment, feeling that nice stretch in the hamstrings. As always, option to bend the knees for a deeper stretch into the back. On an inhale, bring your hands to your shins or quads and lift up, keeping a straight spine like you're looking into a pond. And on an exhale, release back down to a standing forward fold. On an inhale, bend the knees, ground through the feet to come to standing, bringing the arms up overhead. And on an exhale, arms by your side, palms facing forward, mountain pose. Okay guys, I think you're ready. Here we go. Today we are going to do 10 rounds of sun salutations. We'll take the first few slow and modified, and we'll build up speed and intensity as we go. But as always, listen to your body and do what feels good to you. Take a few nice deep breaths here. You got this. I believe in you. And here we go. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, come down to a standing forward fold. Option to bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat and both feet back behind you into a plank. Option to bring the knees down to the mat. Inhale, bring the weight forward. Exhale, hover in chaturanga or lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, plant the palms, shoulders down, lift the chest to baby cobra, cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. On an inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Baby steps, big steps, or hop to a standing forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, ground down through the feet to come to standing, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, mountain pose. Take a breath here. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, feet back into plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga or lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, come to stand, arms up overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping back into plank. Inhale, weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga or lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Perhaps try hopping up to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, lower down to standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping back or hopping back to plank. Inhale, weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga, hover or lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, make your way to the top of the mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead into standing. And exhale, mountain pose, arms by your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring the feet back into plank. Inhale, weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga or lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, make your way to the top of the mat. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step both feet back into plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower to the belly or hover in chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat into a standing forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, standing. And exhale, hands by your side, mountain pose. Keep going. I want you to try a few rounds on your own. Go at whatever pace feels good to you. Perhaps you modify if your muscles are fatiguing, or perhaps you challenge yourself by stepping it up a notch. Listen to your body and do what feels good. We'll all meet in mountain pose. Take a deep breath, give yourself a pat on the back. You did it. I am so proud of you. And I don't know about you, but at this point I was dripping sweat. My heart was pounding, the blood was flowing, the endorphins were going. I was feeling so good and so full of energy. Now take a moment here to roll out the wrists. Maybe take a nice tricep stretch. We did a lot of tricep work today. We'll do our Shavasana standing today so that you're ready to step off the mat and have a great day. Bring one hand to your heart, feel it pumping, and bring the other hand to the belly. Just breathing and noticing what you feel. Take a moment to reflect on your practice today and the strength and energy you've cultivated. Bring back to mind the intention you set for your day. This is where I will leave you. If you enjoyed this practice, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below how this practice felt for you today. Also, feel free to leave any feedback of improvements you would like to see in my videos, or perhaps future videos you'd like to see from me. Either way, I would absolutely love the opportunity to connect with you. Subscribe for more tips, tricks, yoga practices, and meditations to improve your life through the zodiac seasons, so that by the end of the astrological year, you will have developed every area of your life. I love you so much, and I hope you have a magnificent day. Until next time, namaste.